Welcome to Soul Talk, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Aaron Smith. Welcome to the leading edge conversation and poetic space that take you to a higher place. This is the 5th episode, and today I have an amazing guest today, the Grand Sheik, Messaih Feazell. How are you doing today, sir?
Oh, I am absolutely wonderful. This place allows me to be in a dream come true. I really do. My feeling and my emotions are beyond explaining right now, but they are real.
Yes.
Just to be able to bring a project from many years, 25 to 30 years into manifestation is absolutely wonderful. Also, I would add, in brief, being in your presence, sir, has been a charming moment. I'll be honest with you, it's an adventure. Being along with my fiance, Mona, and here she is right here. These things are important to me right now because this system has allowed me, as well as the podcast, autobiography, as well as the clothing line, to position itself to actually come to life.
Okay.
So I'll turn it back over to you at that point so that you can do what you do.
Okay. So it's from what I'm hearing, your ships are coming in.
Yes.
The manifestation, the realization, and materialization from the ethers. And so that is amazing. And so we're going to expound on that on our second segment today. Our first topic today is we're going to be speaking about spiritual hygiene. Of course, we know the importance of taking care of the physical body.
Absolutely.
And so I have a few things that I want to talk about, but I want to ask you first, what does that mean for you?
Well, when you speak the spiritual cleansing,
yes,
from a physical perspective, we speak first. It is absolutely necessary when it comes to the application of it. Oh, this is beautiful. The application of it in reference to when we recognize our ancestors and what they have done to reach a certain level in rising to power.
Yes.
So this is what the whole title of it is, Rising to Power and Sovereignty. There is no way possible that you can get to a certain level in this what we're bringing to the table.
Yeah.
If you do not purify yourself.
Absolutely. There must be a purification process. Yes. How do you refine gold?
Gold?
Yes.
It's the exact same process of refining. Mm-hmm. It is the burning off the dross.
Exactly.
Once you lose the dross,
exactly,
you get the purity of the gold.
Yes.
Right? So in life, what we do, we've taken ourselves through a bend. And the purificating ourselves physically first we talk about here because you asked about it. Extraordinary. So in the application of just not in religion. Let's put that to the side for 1 minute.
Yes, just keep an open mind for this perspective.
Right, from this perspective. We want to keep it in a spiritual perspective on how can I bring my entire autonomy in order for it to get ready to go on a journey in which God, the creator, or the creation itself has aligned you up to do. Without the physical clarity, without the physical application, you can't get there.
I agree.
So the physical application comes along with the other things we'll talk about in a minute.
Yes.
But the physical application is very important because if there is any illness inside of you and die, it can only be cleaned or cleansed, I should say, with application.
Mm-hmm.
And that application may not necessarily start with you spiritually or psychologically. It has simply to start with just washing your hands.
Yeah, absolutely, which is a very important thing that we've learned a lot of lessons about, keeping the hands and the space and the environment clean from the pandemic. And since we're on the other side of that, I think people take it a little more seriously at this point. So let's continue.
Sure. So in application to that, then we see in not the spiritual practice as natives.
Yes.
In its totality. The spiritual practice is a practice that comes along with cleansing. So when we say that we cleanse ourselves, there's different terminologies in different language. If I would use the Aramaic language, it's wudu.
Wudu.
So there is no approaching prayer There is no calling out to the creator whom you choose it to be, right? Without the application of cleansing yourself first. So when we say wudu, it is first the washing of the hands up to the elbow, the washing of the rinsing out the mouth, taking your right hand and putting some water inside of your nose and allowing the channels to be wide open.
Yes, I understand.
For receiving. The ears being clean. This physical. All this is physical. You're preparing yourself for an application of going before the creation or energy, or if you called it a God, that's what it is. So the physical application, I want to get to a point where we're ending it, right? Is the first step that one should take in any process in life in trying to attain the spiritual sovereignty that awaits us all.
Yes.
Amen, right?
Amen.
Okay. Turn it back over to you.
And so I like that. And what I was picking up when you mentioning the washing of the hands up to the elbows, and then also the mouth, and then the nostrils and the ears is new for me. Okay, so I've seen the hands and the face, the mouth, should I say, but what I was receiving, it opens up. Now we're talking about the physical, but that is like cleansing the physical so that the bridge between the spiritual and the physical can be connected. And so you establish the bridge, and then you start to receive the divine guidance that comes with it once you've purified the temple.
Excellent.
I like that.
Well, it's bigger than a like.
Yes.
It's a part of our system. So inside of us now, we go to the state of meditation or whatever we want to do. We understand we have 7 chakras. So if we go to the 7 chakras, now what the chakras are doing, the asana and other forms of it, it's waiting on you to do that so that it can wake up and do what it do for you.
Yes.
So here's the thing when we say spiritual cleansing. The physical part, just as you say, is a vehicle to opening up some channels that we get the opportunity to experience in life in which we've never experienced before. We're not talking about a feeling. We're not talking about an emotion. We're talking about a reality.
A reality, absolutely.
See, this is something that the moment is being captured right now because of the very topics you talked about. You cannot rise to power and sovereignty in any kind of way if you do not cleanse yourself properly.
I agree.
This is an individual journey first.
I agree.
Thank you.
And so let me take a different perspective on that. And so let's look at it in a life journey type of way. When it comes to the way that God purifies our physical body, we have to go through some things. You know, one of the things that I've said, when the heat in your life starts to turn up, that means that you're on your way, because that means that the purification process has begun. And so the trials that come are only opportunities for us to improve ourselves, to let go of what's not serving us, right? Absolutely. And to subdue the lower man to rise to the higher nature of ourselves.
Excellent. Perfectly explained. I couldn't go any more further with that, but I want to go in depth.
Yes, let's dive deep. Let's dive deep.
Yes, let's dive deep. So you can't get to where you need to get to without experiencing the trial.
Yes.
What is so missed in our environments is that the studying of where we are on this planet has not perfected itself.
Not yet.
Not yet.
As what we bind here is bound in the heavens, and as we continue to do better, then more of it is brought in.
Excellent job. So if I take that reality, what you said, and allow this to be my heaven, then I understand that there's nothing that's disconnected from me in the universe.
Yes. Nothing and everything.
Misconception. Excuse me. May I?
Go ahead. Yes.
So the misconception is that the heaven may be somewhere else.
That is the grand misconception. That is the main illusion that we have been deceived by believing. We've been taught that it's separate from us. Can you continue? Yes.
This entity that we have, each one of us, is extraordinary. It's phenomenal. I'll be honest with you. The experience of it, me being now 60 years old, I've been through some trials and tribulations in my personal life that has refined me to be sitting before you right now. So this is the essence of the rise to power in sovereignty.
In sovereignty, yes.
In the art of recovery.
Yes.
Because there's something that we have experienced. Let's talk physical cleansing.
Okay.
We have to take on something in order to become that individual that we need to become.
Yes.
Once I identify myself as who I need to become to get something done, then there's going to be certain trials and tribulations and certain tasks that I have to take on in order to reach that destiny. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So
that's good.
No, good. So the cleansing allows us to know, as you touched a little bit on two selves. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So one is a physical self and the other one is a spiritual self.
Yes.
And when you start to recognize and understand the knowledge of self, then you're in a different place, because you recognize that you are the only one that's in the way of your success.
Yes. Oh my God. You said that perfectly. And that's exactly what the Creator has been doing with me. He's been teaching me how to get out of my own way so that what He has for me can manifest in my life. And it's better than what I could ever imagine.
That's powerful. That's what the rise to power in sovereignty with the art of recovery is all about. So I don't want to focus too much on my life once I experience something physically.
No, just face me.
Yes, facing you.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Right about it.
Yeah. So once I experience it, I need to know that it is a system that is refining me for just what you're talking about. My destiny, my purpose in life. There should be nothing that we should be doing that is not complementing or putting a drive to our success, our destiny, and our purpose in life.
Yes.
Nothing. Right?
Yes. All actions should be aligned with that which is according to that destined purpose.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And when we find that, this is what we mean, that we don't only rise to power because we're looking for something financially to assist us. We're talking about being able to successfully do what I have done, as well as you and many others have done on their quest. I simply want to come out of darkness to light.
Yes, yes. Whew, now that is the journey of becoming balanced and whole within yourself, because you cannot remove the darkness.
This is your topic.
But you do not want to live in it either.
Absolutely.
You want to have that light lead the way, so that shadow that is cast is a shadow that is a better reflected of that which is within you and the Creator that created us.
Excellent job. And if I would add to that, there's another level that allows you, it's the level of absolute.
Okay.
So it is a level that allows you to know physically first that flesh that you have can become flesh divine.
Yes.
So now the ideology allows me to know, if I think a certain way, my flesh can be transformed from one negative, debased entity until it arises into a state of cleansing.
Yes.
Right? So now, if it actually does that, it has the power to transform itself. There is a Kepre in the Egyptology,
Okay.
that we study, the symbol of a black beetle.
Oh yes, the scarab. Yes.
The scarab.
Yes.
When our ancestors designed the scarab, they understood, when you seen it on the hieroglyphics, when it reads just a scarab. It means you have the ability to transform.
Mm-hmm. Now, what is the scarab? How is the scarab shown once the transformation process has taken place?
Could be shown in different facets. Different. That's based upon the power of the person.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yes.
That makes perfect sense.
Yes. You have to know that anything that you're taking on in life, we can take it on differently.
Mm-hmm.
because of the nature of our DNA. So the nature of our DNA explains to us and allows us to understand that we may be one humanity, but in its essence, that humanity did not arrive at the point we're at now, coming from the same DNA.
Yes.
So some of this becomes now, to be able to think this way, something had to happen to the individual to get to a point of physical cleansing. What did that person do to arrive at that level? This is very specific and key titles that we talk about in your topic today. I've read the format.
Yes.
Excellent format. Thank you so very much for
thank you. Well, thank you for being a guest for the show. This is definitely, I like how even energetically the space just cleared itself out for this to take place right now. Yes. And so this is not a me thing. This is a we thing. This is what the Creator is doing within me, and the message and many messages that will be shown on this platform that just help enlighten people along their journey.
Indeed. We have to. This is our ministry.
Yes.
The Rise to Power is something that me and my fiance engineered for our ministry to bring something and give something back to humanity.
Yes.
So a few 20 years ago, you would find me in the mosque. A few 20 years ago, you would find me prostrating myself. I'm not there anymore. I've been transformed into becoming an entity within myself.
Yes. Say that again. That sacred pause.
This sacred pause. Meaning that I had became a slave to other people's ideas of how I should worship the Almighty God or this particular energy that has gotten me here, in opposed to me saying to myself, who am I?
Oh, that is the right question. In reference to iRobot, I referenced that a lot. Who am I? That is the greatest question.
I'm not talking about who are we as a people. Oh wow, this is exciting what I'm talking about now. It really moves me. I got chills.
Yes, I feel it.
Because the energy is so powerful in it. Once you recognize who you are on your way into a state of absolute sovereignty.
And that is when the Mara begins to fall away.
That's what it. Listen, let me explain something to you that you're important yourself. It has to fall away because the thought is the cause of it all.
Yes.
So when I came into understanding the psychological positioning of cleansing myself, it's all about cleansing today.
Now you're talking about the transfiguration, the mental alchemy that it takes. And the great teacher himself, Jesus, said, be transformed by the renewing of your mind, because that is where it begins. It all comes from a thought.
If we narrowed it down to the way that we actually think, we will understand that our condemnation, our trial, our tribulation, our addictions in life comes from simply the way we think. After the adolescent stage.
Yes.
If a person is still in an adolescent stage, then first of all, may God help him and forgive him.
Yes.
But that is a journey within itself.
Yes, it is.
Because they've never been loosed. And as you stated before, Jesus Christ, as well as God has stated throughout his scriptures, especially in Egyptology, that which is bound in heaven is bound on earth.
As above.
Yes.
So below.
That which is bound on the earth is bound in heaven.
Yes.
So the teacher, in many cases, has never been questioned.
No.
The darkness that has been put upon the people, individually as well as collectively, comes from the founding forefathers that was placed upon them. Not the founding forefathers of the United States.
Yes.
We're talking about our founding forefathers of the nativity and the indigenous people that live here. It's a beautiful thing to have dual citizenship as well as living amongst others, nationality speaking.
Yes.
That where you can actually get to the point that you need to get to in life holistically.
Yes.
By just studying the language of someone else. So your freedom may not exist with your people. This is transcending ideology.
Okay.
I need to know where I'm going.
Yes. Yes.
Who's breathing on me? Who's talking to me?
And in order to know where you're going, you have to know where you've been. And so this is very interesting. I love how this conversation, I started with an intention, but it's just taken on a life of its own because, I pulled an oracle card, White Eagle, and it talks about, getting in tune with my lineage. And since I've been in a state of consistent meditation, that has been revealed to me from within. Nobody had to tell it to me.
Absolutely. So now you're coming into a state of sovereignty.
Yes.
With a lot of people, what they do, thank you, that was very clear. And we're talking about purity, so we can understand that one has been purified in a certain sense to even talk like that. You can't even talk like that, brother, unless you have been touched by a certain energy coming from, if you want to call it God, Allah, certain other people call it other entities.
Yes.
That has touched. So I want to remain with a level of respect on our radioactivity that we have.
Very much so. I hold this to a very high regard, and it has to be, because it's been used in so many ways, and now this is what we're shining a new light on it, so that it can be understood in a palatable way, so where people don't have to, feel like they're lost about it, or help people understand their darknesses, so they can understand that is sacred too.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely. I think that what you touched on is very important. What you touched on is something that's extraordinary. When people have been loosed.
Yes.
That is the only way that they can come into their own. I talked to you just a minute ago about psychological cleansing.
Yeah.
What I have gone through in my personal life is a holistic state and position of cleansing. Spiritually, psychologically, physically, emotionally.
Yes.
Being duly addicted one time in my life to drugs, alcohol, crack cocaine, heroin. The physical anatomy of me had been poured in with filth.
Yes.
The cells are filthy at that point. You're talking about a physical cleansing that has to take place.
Yes. And I love it, because when that energy that you referenced a minute ago, once it touches you, once you come into contact with it, it purges that out. It's just like it's almost like taking the phone that has all of this stuff in it and factory resetting it to the way that it was meant to originally operate.
Absolutely. So you bring me to a thought process that allows me to know when the symbolism of not touching the tree.
Yes.
The symbolism of don't bite into the apple. Just the symbolism of something. Meaning don't touch something negative because it's going to allow you to transgress. The physical application goes along with your spiritual and psychological application. It allows for your emotions to become released, that you can do what me and you doing right now and flow and do it.
Yes.
With a smile on our face.
Absolutely. and stepping in stride. This is what separates the spiritual man from the physical man is the intellectual man.
Absolutely.
And so the intellectual properties has to be purified.
Absolutely.
And I've heard all of my life that if you change the way that you look at things, then I've heard that if you change your life, you change your thoughts.
Right.
And the late great Dr. Wayne Dyer, who's been a spiritual teacher for me through the Tao, he taught me that if you change the way you look at things, then the things that you look at change. And you touched on so many things that have triggered these thoughts that I wanted to touch on. The last thing, it's you can't solve a problem with the same thinking that created it. So
excellent job. May I?
Yes.
So even in the art of recovery, we have composed several works, me and the Queen, right?
Yes.
To allow the person to know in the art of recovery is just not about an addiction with drugs, alcohol, crack cocaine, or heroin. It could be an addiction of knowing that you like women too much.
Yes.
Knowing a lifestyle that you've fallen in love with too much. Knowing something that you put above your God.
Yes.
These addictions are serious today. So what the art of recovery does, it allows you to know that in some phase in life, you have got to go through 3 points. Detox, right?
Yes. You have to cleanse.
You have to cleanse. So you have to go to detox. Detox is a state in which you remove everything to address your physical nature.
Yes.
And as you've talked about, now ideology and your intellect, now your thinking comes into alignment with what you have experienced. You talk to somebody who has been duly addicted before in my life.
Absolutely. Yes. Self-included. Self-included. So we've been addicted to something in this world. Yes.
As a matter of fact, if you go back to the beginning of things, and you go back to the beginning of times, and you study the Samaritan text and things of that nature, we understand that what we call today Satan, or the Diablos, has touched us all.
Yes. No one's exempt.
No one's exempt. And so now the art of recovery comes in to explain a lifestyle of a person or people who've experienced this disease that has plagued us all. Release yourself. Here's a point of cleansing. Release yourself from black nationality. Release yourself from white power. Release yourself from anything when it comes to keeping you confined to a certain place in ideology where you cannot rise to power personally yourself.
Yes.
So now guess what you're doing? You're taking on a thought process that doesn't even come from you. That's powerful.
Absolutely.
And it's dangerous, because now I'm cultivating something in life that I should not be cultivating. I had a conversation with one of the administrators here just earlier, and she was talking about her father, how he had experienced the same things coming from one point to the next, and then he's emerging into a state of sovereignty. Well, how do we defeat recidivism?
Recidivism, expound on that.
Recidivism is the act of actually continuing to go back and forth to prison.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You can't stop it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
That's also a spiritual state too.
Energy comes now, right?
Yes.
Because we got a problem. As a whole, we can't stop committing crime. As a nation. Let's address a nation. You can't stop committing crime.
That's a big one.
And the reason why you can't rise to power is because you can't stop committing crime. At one point in my life, I could not stop committing crime. So I could not beat recidivism. They were going to make $30,000 and $40,000 off me every other year. I knew that.
Yeah.
Because not because of the tricks that they've put out there, not because of the plan or design that most people think about you to get yourself caught up into. Nah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the flesh again. You ain't cleansed it.
Yeah.
You haven't cleansed it. Because now the desire of that flesh is feeding out, and it wants the same thing over and over again. And we put in the art of recovery that you recognize one thing in that art of recovery, trying to get back to your state in the right way of thinking. That, hey, I'm causing my own problem.
Absolutely. I was the problem, and so through this process, we become the solution.
Absolutely.
You hear that? From
yes.
The I to the we.
Yes. If it's not embedded inside of your mother and father when they taught it to you at the beginning, in the majority of this whole thing, whether it may be different nationalities or not, we've all experienced poverty.
Yeah. And the poverty doesn't always mean money. Trust me. Some people are so poor, all that they have is money.
Thank you. So when we start talking poverty, we're not just talking about money. That's what I just said. Sovereignty is not just about getting your property, getting some food, getting some clothing, getting some land. That's a part of being sovereign.
Yeah, I know where you're going.
Right?
Yes.
So when you see me online Messiah Feazell, or Sejuris, meaning I'm a judge, Sejuris Feazell, versus the beautiful United States or the United States of America in reference to sovereignty. Why do they run my video all the time for well over 10 years now? Because he's doing things from a pure state. He's clean. So he's erased that you have to become radical to do this. That there's terrorism there to do this. Come on, let's talk.
Yeah.
This is live. No, we ain't talking about that approach. We're talking about approach with simply saying the only reason why I'm experiencing poverty is because you have not relinquished minds. Every man, woman, and child has a portion.
Yes. A just due.
A just due. And I'm not talking about a just due that you got to work for.
Mm-hmm.
A just due that's in the international or the government banks that has your funds in it. That says that as long as she or he does not recognize who they are, you could never have this. That has nothing to do with a different race of people. That's got something to do with you tightening up your life.
Exactly.
Because watch what you said is something important that we talked about previously. Once you get that lifestyle in order, the universe gonna work with you.
Yes. You get everything. You teach yourself to get out of your own way.
Am I right?
Yes, and then it flows for you.
And the only reason why it's flowing. No, go ahead.
And it also just redirecting, or should I say, reconnecting to something that you said about the chakras. They have to be, cleansed and operating, properly as well.
Absolutely.
And when that energetic flow happens, then that other inheritance kicks in.
Absolutely. So that I have to shake your hand on that. That was wonderful, because this applies to when we see on the collection here of our T-shirt collection and clothing line collection, we see a waxing gibbous moon. See that what you talked about?
Yes.
It's an image of me being in prison for well over 10 years and looking out of the window, and I recognize something that you just brought up. Thank you. That every 14 days or so, things waxed and they waned.
Yes.
Just through studying just the particles of the moon and how she operated around us. It released certain things inside of me that I didn't even know I had inside of me.
Yes.
So the due season that we're talking about on our clothing line is due season for you winter, spring, summer, or fall. Or is due season for you year round. Due season for me does not have to be in particles.
Yes.
It could be in absolute.
In absolute, so it's continuous.
It's continuance.
Yeah.
How do we get there? By a cleansing.
Yes.
This is your topic for the day. Outstanding topic. I am also. This is an awesome day for me. This is really awesome, and this is the way to enter the podcast.
Yes.
There's no other way for me. I don't even think I would have appeared if it wasn't about this topic.
Yes.
First podcast ever in life. I thank you so very much.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
You follow me?
Yes.
So I want to say this in reference to what you're saying. An entire holistic cleansing takes place when one applies themselves to a particular, here we are, a particular thought process that has been put down on paper from our ancestors, right? That they allowed us to read.
Yes.
And receive, to allow us to be formed into a particular people.
Yes.
Oh, I'm hoping I'm heard today.
You are. You're well received as well.
Thank you. To a particular people. So if I'm young and I'm a child and I'm receiving information, I got to rise to power in front of it. Thank you for pulling it out.
You're welcome.
And I begin to read it. I'm going to encapture myself by the ideology, the customs that is inside of that system. So guess what? Whether we like it or not, we become a slave.
Why do you say that? Oh, okay. I see to the ideology.
Right? So this is agreeable. We become a slave to the ideology of what we have conceived from birth. That's all.
Question.
Thank you.
What if instead of becoming a slave, the ideology frees you and liberates you?
Then it's not slavery. Because we have pure text. You talked about something. You touched it. Don't you travel on me. You don't think I can't travel? I can travel.
Come on.
I'm gonna travel. So in it's wow, that's beautiful, brother. If I put this book, The Rise to Power, on my child or my community and say that it is directly from the God or the gods, watch. And I get my students in the classroom and I teach them that particular ideology that's going to keep you loose. What you talked about? It's going to keep you loose. But if we get captured by a particular people and the times come back, we're not talking about no white and black here. We're talking about bigger than them. We could be talking about black on black.
Yeah.
Just go back to the times.
Just goes back further, yes.
Come on. Just go back to the times you've been oppressed, the times you've been captured. Get away from this nationality thing and go into the spirituality and the spiritual world and the spiritual cosmic energy we're talking about right now. We're talking about being released, being liberated. This is what the rise to power and sovereignty is all about.
Yes.
Keeping you in the context of what you just said. If I read a book that my ancestors have that kept us free, we've never been captured. Now watch this. But if we got captured and the people that captured us got our ideology and said, oh, we can use this ideology to further us into being successful, but now we're going to teach them this ideology to enslave them to the way we want them to think.
Now that itself is a history lesson all within itself, because you just explained a lot of our history, his story, right? Continue.
In its totality now. Right?
Yes.
In its totality. Don't get it twisted. In its totality.
Yes, absolutely.
The Pilgrims come over, leaving certain England for a certain particular issue. In depth, we'll go to that. They're coming to keep their sovereignty. They're coming to keep their freedom. We ain't talking about no war right now. We're talking about an ideology. I could take you to an ideology that these people made a certain move for a reason.
It's all calculated.
It's all calculated. But what a person is not going to tolerate with, once they recognize who they are, like you was talking about the book, the ideology, the sacrifice comes in.
Yes.
Know why? Because you've been holistically cleansed. Do we know what the word holistically means?
Expound on that for us.
Yes, I sure will. So to be holistic is to mean that I'm going to capture it all. Holistically is a 360-degree circle that I'm going to deal with every aspect and component of my life.
Yes. Full circle, right?
A full circle. So I'm not fully recovered yet if I don't address each component in my life. You're talking about it, sir. Thank you very much. Physically cleansing myself, psychologically cleansing myself, spiritually, it's on the sheet.
Yes.
Spiritually cleansing myself, right? Emotionally cleansing myself so that I can be able to not only deal with myself and live with myself, my family, my wife, my spouse.
Your lineage at that point.
The lineage. When you are acting outside of a absolute pure organism, you're dealing with chaos.
Yes.
What I'm no longer looking for a liberator.
Okay, now we get.
I'm the liberator.
Exactly. We learn to free ourselves from our own personal hells and the problems and the situations that we've created through our life choices from the way that we think. And so there's another cycle that goes into that becomes addictive too.
Yes.
Because now, you've created a problem. And so now that problem creates a situation in your life that creates another thought. The thought triggers the emotion. The emotion triggers the reaction.
Excellent.
And now you've created another internal cycle that you have to go back and cleanse, which we've already talked about how it looks on the other side of it, which is the mental transfiguration. And it's dismantling all of those things.
Yes, sir.
And so you have to revisit the root of what's causing the things.
Yes.
And so when a person says that, oh, you triggered me, I'm triggered. And so that trigger touched something that you need to discover, you need to dig into.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And it perfectly explained. It could be a gold mine too.
Yes, absolutely. Because once you heal that, and then the flow of abundance that comes from it.
You're speaking to someone who.
Yes, your core wound becomes your core strength.
So if I was not able to decipher what I have experienced down there.
Yes, at the lower state.
Then there's no way that I could have arrived up here at the highest state.
Yes, and again, so showing up as your higher self.
Yes.
Yes.
So the great masters, our masters have said, and the queens have said, the deep or the lowest that you could go in life is the highest you're going to rise.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you're talking about the laws. Yes.
If you can get down there and make it out, there's no limit to where you're about to go.
Yes.
So today, where we see ourselves at right now is sitting here having this magnificent interview and conversation. Because guess what? We've been down there.
We've been down, yes.
So the rags to power and sovereignty is so beautiful. It's a ministry within itself that covers all of the contents of what you just talked about.
Yes.
In its completeness. In reading this book and studying this book and the paperwork that you've got gathered up here, it's extraordinary for any household, any university, any college, or just a regular person that just want to sit down with a cup of coffee and just read the book. I guarantee you, it will be so explosive that it will change your life.
Absolutely.
So now we're talking about what you talked about, brother, some material that is so sharp. What nature am I writing from when I write something to you?
That's a good question.
At one point we used to write some things all in red so you can understand we mean business. Right?
Yeah.
Some seals are stamped in red. Some steels are stamped in, this is a seal.
Yes, it is.
It's stamped where you can see it. It stands
the
out.
Absolute seal of the
veteran.
The veteran, yeah, the VA.
The VA.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So when we say the complete holistic, we right back to your word, never forget about it.
Yeah.
I don't only want to be physically clean. I'm sorry. I don't want to be physically clean. Only.
Not only, yes.
So it says in the addictive world that clean time is not only recovery, but recovery is a complete psychic change.
Yeah.
And if I don't change my mind, I am going to go back to using again. So you're talking about somebody who has spent 10 years straight in prison. Thought I had it all together. Came out shining as I thought. Not this shining, though. But came out shining as I thought. Thought I had purified myself, cleansed myself. I'm a long distance runner. So that deals with spiritual. Tasawwuf is the Arabic word. That means that he's cleaning himself physically. I'm a long distance runner. So we cleanse ourselves physically in running.
Yes. It also dissipates negative energies and emotions as well. It cleanses the body through the sweat and the purification process of the pores, getting the toxins out of the body. But
there you go, sir.
Yes.
Now, I want to cut in there because you're saying something that's great through my experience.
Yes.
But if you don't focus on the other parts you're talking about, it's going to do just that, because thought is the cause of it all. So if you just want to purify some toxins inside of you, then that's what it's going to lock in on. It's not going to lock in on real recovery. It's just clean.
What else? So, it's also a form of meditation. So in the same time, once that bridge is established, and even this is actually a part of how the bridge becomes established, because
now that terminology is better.
Yes.
In what I've experienced. The terminology that you use secondly is actually a part of.
It's a part of it. Yes.
So if I make you want
go ahead, go ahead, expound.
Because this is great, because in the physical application of cleansing yourself, if you lock in on it, the mind is so powerful.
Yeah.
It's going to do exactly what you want it to do. Right? It's going to do exactly what you want it to do. That's what makes us so powerful.
Well, you know what? I've heard this one. There's nothing more powerful than a changed mind.
Now watch this. Excellent job. Thank you again. Watch this. Where you're going to meet me at.
Yeah.
Clean time is not only recovery. Recovery is not only clean time. Clean time is not only. So you can go through a process of cleaning yourself 20 years, 10 years, and get into the right society or the atmosphere, and guess what? You smoking again.
Yeah. Yeah, see, just like when you go into prison and you cleanse, because I've been through that process too. I've been in jail.
Yes.
And so in that time, clean as a whistle when you come out. You put back in the same environments and those same influences. And okay, party time, you know.
Because guess what
you're going to reintroduce those things, yes.
I've never cleaned myself psychologically.
Yes. And it's the psychological cleansing that gives you the strength and the will to no longer indulge and refrain.
Repeat a cycle.
And repeat the cycle. So in essence, it starts here. Yes, you break the cycle. Recidivism, I love that word.
You beat recidivism by changing the way you think.
Yes.
What I recognize is that I don't need to commit crimes anymore. Only thing I needed to do was allow my creativity to come to life, right? And now I'm in studio.
And since you talked about it earlier, this is the ships coming in.
It's the ships coming in.
It would be also like Three of Wands, and which represents that. And so now it's the beginning, the passion project, and then it's focusing on the plans and taking the actions, and then it's the return. And it couldn't have been a better time, because we are a few days into Libra season, which is the beginning of the fall season, the harvest season. And so as you even put it in your brand, in due season. And so it's a couple of other things that I want to expound on physically. Like, since we've talked about, we went great in detail on cleansing the physical body. Once the physical body is clean, you want to keep the connection pure. And so the next thing I want to talk about is, as it says, keeping your space clean. Yes. And with the energy cleansing. And so to facilitate a sacred space. Right. Let's talk about some of the tools that we use for that. And so one of the tools that I use, and it's very commonly used in religious and spiritual circles, is incense. And so frankincense and myrrh is two that's talked about specifically for facilitating a stronger connection to the Creator. Yes. And you create that environment, it cleanses out the negative energy that would create any confusion or anything that would be illusionary, if I'm saying that correctly.
You're saying it correctly.
And that has been a practice of mine since I've been on this journey of self-mastery, and for the last 4 years. And in certain circles, like when I went to the mosque, I saw them using incense as well.
Absolutely.
And the beautiful part about that is that the space was cleaned, and the tool that was used was cleaned. It was flowing right to the Sheik.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, and that's a beautiful thing, and you are accurate. And what I've recognized, if you look at my videos and things of that nature, what I recognize as being a sheikh, and opposed to being a grand sheikh today,
yes,
is that as a sheikh, I used to receive the aroma, the serenity, the coming by of men and women shaking my hand and sitting on a throne. But I have never, brother, experienced liberation. the only way that I began to experience liberation was to find a soul that was in damnation. Helping liberate that soul and raise that soul up to a reality where that soul can recognize that it's been freed, and then my liberation comes in. So I have captured something that most people cannot capture. That the true way of freedom is to become a soul winner.
Yeah. Yes.
Because what keeps me on what we say our square or the right pattern or at a right angle is that I can deal with the downtrodden and don't become downtrodden.
Yes. You rise above, and so that you can now rise up, lift up. Yes.
In many cases, people may have frankincense, they may have incense, they may have certain things that they do. They can call the Adhan, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. They ring the bell.
With emits frequencies that disperse energy. And there's sage and Palo Santos that our ancestors use.
Yes.
And other practitioners and spiritual teachers use.
But my grandmother Mariam told me something. She says, the reason why I'm naming you Messiah.
Yeah.
Early, at the age of 8 or 7. The only reason why I'm naming you that is because you're going to come up and grow up to be able to touch people.
Yes.
I recognize that the Aramaic or the Arabic term of Messaih or Messiah means to rub, touch, and free.
Messaih, that reminded me of Messiah.
Messiah.
Yeah.
She says you're going to have the ability that your grandfathers them had.
Yes.
They had the ability to talk to people.
Come on.
Things come to life.
Now let's talk
See, everybody is not the same is what I'm talking to you about today.
Exactly.
This is to realize the power. I just want you to come into your own uniqueness.
Yes, yes. You said exactly where it comes from, because it comes through the DNA. The DNA, I'm not sure if you know this.
Yes.
The DNA is our physical Akash.
Absolutely.
And so once we purify ourselves, that which is in there that will serve us most will flow right to us.
That's a breath.
Let's hold on. What's that? Waiting for exhale?
Waiting for exhale.
Yes.
So you're telling me that this divine entity that God has created us with has the ability within itself to do powerful things.
Absolutely. It's described one way.
And if I may, I'm sorry. And the only way that it does not do that is because of the dross that's on it, and it can't perceive it.
Yes.
But in any case, the designer has put a system inside of all of us.
Yes. Divine design.
Divine design that allows us to understand one thing. We're going to sit here and wait until you clean up.
I'll wait.
The intelligence in it. The intelligence in it says, we're going to sit here and wait until you clean up. And then once you clean up, we're going to show you something. See, I experienced it.
Yes.
It has the ability to be unlimited. Unlimited help.
Infinite.
Infinite help.
Yes.
It's in every last one of us. But until we experience going through the channels of cleansing ourselves properly, you ain't gonna never experience it. It can't kick in.
No.
Because now it defies the law.
Yeah.
It defies the law of physics. Because physically something has to grow. So if the intellect takes over it too soon, it stops it from doing what it's supposed to do. Am I right or wrong?
Yes. There's a saying, if I knew then what I knew now. You know, I've heard that all of my life, but at the same time, at that level, if you knew now, then you would harm yourself.
You got it.
And so it's a form of protection that is instilled with us as well.
Thank you.
Because the soul is not going to reveal to you what you're not ready for.
That's powerful, brother.
If it's going to harm you, then it's going to be denied. Excellent. It's not a no, it's a not yet.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. That's refreshing to my body, mind, and soul.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. So until I came into that and began to purify myself, and then, it took over. I wasn't driving the car no more. The intelligence that's inside of us took over. It says that I talked about this before in one of my lessons. Zenthranthropus. The bones were found of a man whose name was Zenthranthropus. Do you know how long the anthropologists say that these bones were in existence?
How long was that exactly?
66 trillion years ago.
That is astonishing within itself, because a lot of our archaeological finds don't even touch that.
Thank you.
Don't even touch it.
Thank you. But know of it. Now watch this. So if I tap back into that mind, you're done.
That is the last becoming first again.
That is the last
because
becoming
the
first again.
Became last.
I love you. Thank you. That is last becoming first again. Because he was able to go back systematically, psychologically, and spiritually journey into a system that was not permitted for the average man or woman to experience. Certain things is off limits for you.
Now, this has been amazing. We're going to take a brief break here. And when we come back, we're going to take a deeper dive into the brand Rise of Power with the Grand Sheik Messiah Feazell here on Soul Talk. Welcome to Soul Talk, ladies and gentlemen. And I am your host, Aaron Smith. Again, this is the leading edge conversation in poetic space that takes you to a higher place. We are coming back from our break. I have with me my amazing guest, the incredible, the amazing, the grand Sheik, Messiah Feazell.
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you, and thank you so very much for having us aboard. You follow me, and I would hope that God and the energy that we bring allows us to continue to go forward.
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to be shining a spotlight on your brand today. And so what inspired your brand, Rise to Power?
Yes, so when we're talking about rise to power in sovereignty, this idea was a vision that was actually given to me in the prison cells.
Okay.
When we go back before that, my brother Kabir, my older brother Kabir, had came to me, and he was saying that here you are about to live an amazing life.
Yes.
You're going to go through a lot of things. He had recognized it. He was my older brother, not my oldest, but he was right there with me. He's like a best friend to me.
Yes.
And he had gave me an idea. He said, what I would like for you to do is to put everything you do on paper.
Nice. Oh, that reminds me. Steve Harvey says this thing all the time. He quotes Habakkuk 2:2. He says, write it down, make it plain. Even though it may tarry, it shall come to pass.
Yeah, amen. So you're correct. That's a accurate application.
Yes.
So I applied that. And the struggle of the rise to power did not come into play until I actually recognized that it was all about me.
Yes.
So I wasn't writing a story.
Yes.
I wasn't writing a lie.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't writing about something that didn't happen. And that's what he brought to my attention. Because I used to write him letters, and he used to say, man, do you know you're living the life of Jesus? This is amazing.
Nice.
This is the language that was used for me. You asked me a question, and I'm just
absolutely.
This is the time to
don't water it down, man. Yeah. Straight no chaser, man. I accept that because at the same time, that's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is. And so when it wasn't an inspiration, it was a knowledge that I didn't have. The inspiration came later. The knowledge of what he was saying, who you are in the life that you're living, it did not have to be played out 2,000 years ago.
No, not at all.
If you believe that actually took place, could that be happening in our times now? This is the talk of my older brother Kabir.
Nice. Those are some great questions, by the way.
He never looked at it as an event that took place 2,000 years ago. He always, in his ideology, he always have looked at it as somebody around here got to be Jesus. Somebody around here got to live the life of a Messiah. Somebody around here has got to go through the plagues, the deaths that our people experience, and show them how to get out of it.
Yes, oh man. And so what you just said right there ties into a saying that kind of simplifies it for people to digest a little easier. I heard it explained that the person on the other side of the minefield, which we would call it the minefield of life, with the experience and the wisdom, is now leading you through that same process so that you don't self-destruct.
Excellent, sir. Now here's the thing that we need to recognize. When we start talking about DNA, we're talking about coming from a legacy of people who had already gone through the same thing many, many times before as the Messiah Jesus Christ has gone through.
Yes.
He's not the first Messiah that has ever came to the planet.
I'm so grateful that you said that.
Amen.
And
so
I agree.
I'm saying,
yes.
Let's go back. Let's go there. We come from a people who have been saviors all the time.
Absolutely.
So we're not talking about saviors of a particular people. We're talking about saviors of humanity.
Yes.
Humanity is dying.
Yes, and it's going to take those in purpose of the divine will of that plan, which is being witnessed and is unfolding in our lives, that's going to play the major parts in this great Savior. Because even if you even think about it, going back to the physical that needed to be cleansed in the 7-year cycle, which 7 is a very spiritual number, represents spiritual completion. The whole DNA system is totally regenerated, whole new. It's a rebirth process.
That's powerful. And so when you think of it like that, now you're into the Aqidah, we call it, is the Arabic word, which is a supreme ideology.
Okay.
That does not allow you to tear away from the way you think just to please other people.
Yes. You have to have substance.
Yes.
Because if you're in a people-pleasing energy, people are going to pick up on that, and you can't build a house on faulty foundation.
In addition to what you're actually saying, your own intellect is watching what you do.
Mm-hmm. I like that. It is, though, because
it's another person watching you.
Yes.
See, I watch myself every day. It's 2 of me.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to stay in control. You're going to do what's right and what's wrong. You're going to show up at work. You got an appointment today.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you know you're doing this all by yourself? In that perspective, like you say, perspective is all how you see it.
Yes.
When you can't see what's taking you down, you can never rise to power.
Yes. Caesar didn't see it, so it ceased to exist.
It ceased to exist. It's deception. So what caused me to come to this vision?
Yes. What inspired this vision?
Right. We're still there.
Yes.
It is a vision that I had recognized that deals with a complete compass. From a rebirth, from a death. You see it on the sides there. From a rebirth on the left-hand side. It comes from a rebirth.
Yes.
That a person...
Let's bring this one into view real quick.
Yes. It's right there. It's always on that side. Now watch this. See right there where your hand is?
Yes.
Over there. With the white one.
Okay.
Your hand is right on it. The words. The art of recovery, right?
Yes.
Now watch this here on this side. What does it say on this side? The back side of this same thing here.
The back side?
The white one. Oh, on this other side. Now, this
on this side?
Yes.
The rebirth.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
So this collection is a collection for everybody. Everybody has gone through a rebirth. And if you have not gone through a rebirth, it is not your time yet.
Yes.
So now, when I came through that period, I recognized that, wait a minute, this thing is not based on seasons.
Yes, I want to. If you don't mind, I want to pause. You just said something that is very important, and there is this thing that people tend to worry about. Someone else getting in their way or taking their spotlight, or it's their turn, and when is it going to be my turn? Or trying to take someone else's turn. It's not going to happen if it's not meant for you. If it's not your time, it's not your time. Just like leaving this place. And this is the perspective that I have when it comes to that, because this is also another part of the psyche, the intellect that is a virus in the way that we think. It's the crab and the bear mentality.
Yes.
That no one can do better than me. I want you to do better than me.
Absolutely.
And the stars, all of the stars in the night sky shine in their place, and none of them complains or worry about the other one, because there's a place for all of us.
It has their position.
And you just put that in the very simplest form. You just explained that.
Yes. And I really thank you for paying attention. Because every word that's coming out of my mouth, I have the queen here with me in studio, and she'll tell you it's coming to life.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
So we're not just talking about something that happened. We're talking about somebody that's living a life that a complete agenda and genre has been placed in his hands based upon his life. So in my creativity as a founder and the owner of the Rise to Power and Sovereignty and the Art of Recovery, it's not about something that did not happen.
Yes.
And each person that I've came across so far can identify with it.
Yes. You want to know why?
Please.
This is soul talk, and that's what we call people a soul resonance.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So my job, I recognize through the liberation that I had experienced at a very young age, that, hey, you're going to be working with other people. Your job assignment on the planet is with people. So guess what? You ain't gonna never have no job.
You work for the divine.
You're looking at somebody who has never worked for the United States government. I never worked on this plane. I've been working with the development of not only myself, I come from a holy lineage whom has propelled and pushed me into rising to power. Lineage. An ideology, a gene, this is what you talked about earlier, that comes to life and takes you on a journey.
Yes. It takes on a life of its own.
Today. Talking about something you can do. I'm talking about something that was already done.
Exactly. Now you're just witnessing.
Before it was implanted inside of your being. So now here I am, talking on one of the livest shows in America. And I'm sitting back and I'm saying to myself, it's due season.
It's absolutely. On top of the fact, let's get into it.
Please.
And so you have here the number 9.
Yes.
Right? The 9.
Yes.
So we're also in the month of 9.
Yes.
Which is coming to, let's talk about the 9. The 9 is divine. It embodies all, but it symbols the ending.
Yes.
Which has to happen. It has to be a death before a rebirth.
Yes.
It's the last month. Well, not the last month of the year. This is the 9th month. And so we're closing out cycles, closing out chapters of our lives that no longer serve us, releasing.
Look at that.
Just the same thing, the purification process.
Yes.
Taking care of our spiritual hygiene, right? But it manifests it also manifests in the cosmos as well, and in the cycle of that which was ordained, which is the seasons that we live in.
That's powerful.
And so releasing to receive.
Absolutely. And so we're talking about a birth.
Yes.
The number 9 represents a birth.
Yes. Yes.
Right? So anytime that we're actually talking about a birth, we're actually talking about being reborn.
Absolutely.
And being reborn, now hear me good, please. In being reborn has necessarily nothing to do with you. Oh, wow.
Say that one more time.
Being reborn has nothing really to do with you.
Can you explain that for us?
Sure, I can explain it. Inshallah. It has everything to do with a design that was set by the Creator in the universe that you would come out of state of darkness into light.
Yes.
You had nothing to do with that.
Nothing to do, but everything at the same time, because nothing and everything is how.
Now, watch this one. Now you got everything to do with it.
And let me touch on this one.
Please.
Before the purification process, we were nothing. Throughout the purification process, facilitating connection, we become everything.
Excellent job. So now I have a grand responsibility. She has a responsibility. She has one and you have one.
Yes.
Because guess what? We know. See, when you don't know, you're registered as being dead.
No.
Once again, holistically. All over your body, you're a dead man walking around or a dead woman walking around. You're constituted as that.
Yes, absolutely.
This is a constitution.
You're speaking facts, people.
Do you know that we have a constitution that is inside of us in our DNA that has a rule and regulation to it that tells us what we're supposed to be doing and what we were not supposed to be doing. This is innate intelligence.
God. That is so deep. What you just said, oh my God. Somebody just recently mentioned to me about a doppelganger. Yeah. And so let's talk about that for a second. Sure. So that's this dead version of us walking around here too. And that version of us is the part of us that leads us into our own self-destruction.
Absolutely.
And so
if I may add, this is when you recognize as a native, I am.
Yes.
And some of us are.
Yes, we are.
Regardless of nationality. Some of us come from this soil.
Yes.
Right? Now, as a native, I recognize that there's an ideology that exists through my DNA that has nothing to do with being captured or enslaved. Well, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about real sovereignty.
Real sovereignty. So, but if you have an ideology in your mindset, regardless of what nationality you come from, that your people are descendants of slaves, that's the way you're going to think.
Yeah.
So that holds a position inside of the capacity of the way you can think.
Yes, it limits you.
It limits you. Listen, you ain't found out that your DNA is a Y.
Say that again.
That ties you. You haven't found out through the federal. I represent myself in the federal courts. I'm Sejuris Messiah Feazell, or Richard Feazell in the government name, or just Sejuris Feazell. You see me all on Facebook. You see me all on YouTube.
Yes.
Right?
And
That's challenging.
now we're witnessing you on Soul Talk.
Thank you. But I want to touch on that because that's so important right now. I'm saying to you that what's important to me is to recognize where I come from.
Yes.
Stop putting that stuff on me. Stop it. Because I've been one who has the opportunity in representing myself in the state, the federal, and the international courts in dealing with indigeneity. That's me. That's Feazell.
Can you give us a brief synopsis of what that path has looked like, and just briefly from then to now, the inception to the fruition?
It is absolutely the rise to power. I couldn't be anything in the vision of standing before a person who has declared themselves as a judge over you. When it comes to you being a direct descendant from a land that judge is sitting on judging you.
Yes.
So the real judge, when he comes to his greatest capacity of rising in his intelligence, recognize that he's the chief of a tribe or a nation. And he's the judge. Uh-oh. Now you're talking about some serious intelligence.
Now you're talking about calling judgment on things as well.
You can call judgment without being radical, without being a terrorist.
Yes.
Without doing something stupid or reserving the right to act out. And at this level, you'll find yourself speaking on the behalf of a people, but you never connect with the people because you understand that the capacity inside of that people is a lot of wrong. In the minute that you go and identify yourself with that, the rights of the people who rule in a government have the right to identify you with the people you associate yourself with.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. A lot of them are going to get angry. Because what I've done, I have disassociated myself to get to where I am. I tell it to the world. This is the true essence of rising to power. It's not being afraid to say who you are.
Yes.
This is soul talk.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
It's the essence of soul talk. We want to talk about some real stuff.
Yes, and we're going to be authentic. There's no need to sugarcoat, hide, or anything like that. Be exactly who you are.
So when I'm standing before a judge and they say Sejuris Feazell, verses, don't get the verses twisted as if it's a problem. Because it's not. It's just a meeting of intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
So now if you're able to outthink me, it's like chess. If you're able to outthink me, then guess what? I'm going to stay where I'm at.
Yeah.
But if I'm able to outthink you, you got to relinquish what's mine.
Yes.
Right?
It's only fair.
It's only fair.
And that is what justice truly is.
This is not only what you just said, justice truly is, but it's the essence of the rise to power in sovereignty. So the reality of standing before or being on film in the place of a judicial system that is saying, no, we ain't against you. Because we know your DNA already is a native. You just don't know it.
Yeah.
The knowledge of self. This comes to life in the book.
Can we get some? Can we expound on the imagery that was chosen for it?
Yes.
Bridget.
Yes. Bridget.
Can you show the viewers? Can you show the viewers this brand image?
Yes. So what we see.
There we go.
Thank you. I'll be brief as possible. So what we see here is one of the covers of 9.
Yes.
In existence. of the rise to power, but what we introduce first is our queen.
Yes.
The lion is definitely in representation of a male, but watch this, in the nature of a male, but we saying that nature also arises in the queen also.
Absolutely.
She has the ability and the power to bring you to life.
Yes, the divine, you said so much in that statement. The divine goddess activates the divine God.
Absolutely. So in brief, because I don't want to try to suss out, I'm just saying that this rise to power, we give two views of the male rising up, becoming who he's supposed to be in sovereignty, and the female rising up into who she's supposed to become. We got a nation to raise.
Yes.
I ain't got no time. So in dealing with me, I transcend boundaries.
Okay.
That's what that talks about. Right?
Yes, there is a transcendence.
It's
Absolutely.
Transcending a boundary. So in this particular episode here, what we have is we'll have a clothing line that we got coming out that's representing, it empowers women.
Yes. As you see, sorry, talk about it.
Sure.
This is a woman's shirt for the clothing line, so women definitely represent
And
the
if you
brand.
turn that shirt around, and I'll be right with you, it has June 10th on it. Now watch this here. But it has it has Mona's name in the queen.
Yes.
This is a female's edition of, in its authenticity.
Yes, I love it.
Now that what she's holding, when we get ready to publish and do what we have to do, it'll have that on the front.
There we go.
It'll have that on the front.
All right.
Okay, we got that, right?
Yes.
Okay, now can you turn please to the cover of the autobiography?
This one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So now what we have here, come down just a touch.
There we go.
Right there. So now what we have here is an image of brothers like me and you who has come from the dust, recognizing that we have a position in life that if we don't hurry up and do what we have to do, we're going to dissipate. We're going to disappear.
Yes, we have a limit on the time that we have here.
Absolutely. And that we have a responsibility to not only talk to the women about their position of being downtrodden.
Yes.
That's later. We got to get ourselves together first in order for them to even look at us and say it's time to rise to power. They're supposed to be able to look at you. They're supposed to be able to look at the creation that you have and say it's time. This is intelligence. Don't you get it mixed up when it comes to our females.
Oh no, that trust
in its
me.
totality.
Yes.
Okay, so now when we say the rise to power, the reason why you see the wings on the back of the trajectory that AI, who I have collaborated with so excellent,
Yes.
who have declared to me that this whole genre needs to be put before the world. So this right here, what we doing right here, brother, is really extraordinary. It happened how it's supposed to happen, but they would think that it was supposed to happen somewhere else because they said it. No, we'll bag this thing up to get it out there.
You said it, and let me give you another
please.
side of that, because this is also a season of revelation, which this is actually, you just said it, but that's what we'll call it. This is a revelation. This is your revelation to the world.
Yes.
Yes.
So we have a ministry that we have, and then when you look on the back of this cover, can you show the back real quick? I'm sorry. Yes. So when you look on the back, you'll see a picture of me and Queen Mona Latifah, which is my fiance right now.
Nice.
Who has came along, thank you, and helped engineer my being to where this the energy of a female.
Yes.
Right?
Go, keep going. I know
that their energy allows you, especially in their sweetness, allows you to be able to propel and get exactly to where you need to be. That's a helpmate.
Now let me show you how that works. That is the union of the masculine and feminine energy, and how not only does the male ground the feminine activates and restores, so that when you go back out into the world, you're fully charged and ready to go. Yes. That is the divine union of the masculine and feminine energy. And brothers like us, we're healing that within the whole man versus woman thing, because it's not a man versus. Both are equally needed and important.
Yes. So we understand understand, thank you, brother. We understand that there's an absolute balance to it. We call it mizan.
Mizan. Okay.
I can't get to where I need to get to without one.
Yes.
I need to come to that declaration. Yeah. I need to come to the declaration that I would never, ever be able to rise to power and sovereignty in its completeness without the proper female or queen beside me that's not only pushing and propelling, but has now become the CEO of it.
Yes.
So now you're either going to do one or two things, brother. Keep up your work, or I'm going to take it and do what it's supposed to do to it. Uh-oh. Well, nobody want to hear it.
Oh,
See,
ain't no stopping us now.
Just when an owner and a founder give way to somebody that we're understanding and saying, hey, you got just as much power as I got.
Yes.
When you do that, you release a sense of sensation. The chakras again. The pineal gland begin to start working. The ajna lights up. As they call the third eye, we say the first eye.
The first, yeah.
Because it's the spiritual eye. Once you do what? Spiritually cleansing.
Yes. There has to be a decalcification process, so it's a cleansing as well for the anja.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So in understanding that you can never reach to the status of a crown. You see, we got crowns on, and this ain't just a something we wearing to look good.
This is symbolic.
It represents something. This represents 360 degrees of knowledge. Mm-hmm. And if it's anything I'm short of, you can bet I got a God and a gang of host of angels to tell me what it is.
Yes, absolutely. And
I got some power bagging me up.
That's that power pack, and also that ancestral lineage connects to that too.
Excellent.
And so when in reference to our spirit team, we call them our angels, our ancestors, but in the whole of it, it's all of the spiritual beings that are assisting us through this journey and process.
Yes. You when you look back, and thank you, when you look back in 1500s and 1500 years ago, and then we look at the Anunnaki, which is a portion of our ancestors that went into or created a form of human beings to work on this plane. These individuals had the capacity, metaphorically and some in reality, to engineer the path of creation.
Yes. Steer the destiny for a bit.
Steer the destiny.
Yes.
So you question yourself and you say to yourself, am I a part of that lineage or not, man? Because if you don't look into yourself, you'll become to think, like I just told you before, the downtrodden. I come from that.
Yes.
But just because I come from that, this is the way I act, because I come from that.
Yes.
But in actuality, you never came from that.
Not at all. It was given to you.
It was given to you by design.
Let me expound on that.
Yes, please.
I heard this a little while ago, that which is within you, if you allow it to come out, will save you.
Oh, wow. So there's something that we're talking about right now. That's a powerful thing. That right now is innate.
Innate, yes. The innate wisdom. Oh, my God. And this, my brother.
Oh, wow.
Now let's go again. Let me speak on another aspect of the divine masculine and feminine energies that we embody.
Excellent, go.
And so the divine masculine energy acts. The feminine rests. And when you rest, you give yourself time for introspection and reflection.
Thank you.
One of my favorite quotes that I picked up when I was studying at the University of Arizona Global Campus is, life is meant to be lived forward, but can only be understood backwards.
Yes.
So it's very important to give yourself intentional time for pause and reflection to reflect, because hindsight is 20/20, right?
Yes.
You heard that before.
Yes. These positionings that we're actually talking about this is grand. This is a sense of grand thinking.
Yes.
It's at a grand master's thing. I just want to say that once you're at a pinnacle in your life, stay there.
Yes.
And continue to go up.
Build on it.
This is what the essence of the rise to power and sovereignty is all about. We're not coming from a position of a person who is or who have been bound by a thinking. We're coming to release you.
Yes.
And we're not just coming on this clothing line as well as the autobiography, which is fire. It's really wonderful.
I can't wait to get into it, to be honest. The energy of it, I see the essence of it. I see the power of the brand.
Yes.
And this is excuse me.
No, please.
This is a term that I coined on, and I'm going to, you heard this first.
Yes.
On Soul Talk. It's BOE. Based on experience.
Excellent. Excellent. This is to allow us to know that, excuse my expression, you didn't need school for this one.
Go ahead.
You were taught by the God.
Yes, it's the innate wisdom.
It's the innate wisdom that comes to life. They say that Jesus Christ, peace and blessing be upon him, was not a man of letters. He didn't go to their institutions.
No.
He was God in the present. Some believe, and the wisdom was there. So you don't believe that you could show up on the scene like that. You just don't believe that. But it not only happened with him, it has happened prior to him.
Yes.
That's taken it out of the records.
Yes.
Don't you know in any nationality that has come, there's been a Messiah that has came to resurrect them?
There's been a lot taken out, but the ones that remain are still there. You'll know them through the Buddha.
Yes.
Through Krishna.
Come on.
Through Lao Tzu.
Come on.
Zhuangzi.
Come on.
And there's many more.
In every king and emperor that you've had in each nationality, you can bet they've taken on the role of a Messiah to get you there. You can bet it. Whether they're claiming it or not, they just ain't bold as we are today.
No. And see, it's because of that which has been put upon that of those of the past that it's a wound that we're healing. We are helping to heal that right now.
Right now.
In this moment.
This is for the soul.
And I love how things come full circle, because I was just in my mind while you were talking, I was receiving that you are almost 20 years my senior, which means that the trail that you blazed created a way for me to follow.
Thank you.
And we are creating a way for those behind us to follow, because not only do we reach down, but we reach back, because we have to give this wisdom to the youth as well, so that they can stop destroying themselves.
Absolutely.
Yes.
No, this is direct energy. This is great. That's why we say it's a ministry.
Yes.
This has nothing to do with what we're doing. It's a ministry. Listen, I would say this very direct. Me and the Queen have gotten our lives together to do it. You can't produce this drugging and drinking.
No. The only thing you produce is more chaos in your life.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
You get it? You can't do it. So you're defeating the purpose of you becoming who you're supposed to become by design.
Wow.
By design. So once I began to actually take on the pure responsibility of who I am, you wouldn't believe what happens at that point. The universe comes into it and assists me 100%.
Yes, and every person and component in line with what you're doing is going to be provided.
Yes.
Yes.
Now watch this. Just as we're in this room right now, it's being provided. Me and her talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
The assistants.
Yes.
Walked in, met her, this, that, the other, talked about Mona. She said, oh, I know Mona. It connected.
Yes.
So now I take a project. This was pure dialoguing, pure engineering, and pure creation is all about. Now I got to take this, what I have designed by the will of God, right?
Yes.
I got to put it in the hands of the people that he say put it in to bring it to what? Life.
Yes. Oh.
So, yeah. So I couldn't be thirsty for some money. You know, anybody write you a big check for this one.
Yeah.
I couldn't be thirsty. This goes to show you that I was in direct contact with a God. I ain't moved yet.
Yes, and these things is so understood and misunderstood at the same time. But when you see it, those who have the eyes will see, and the ears will understand, and the hearts will receive.
Now you've touched on something that revolutionizes a people.
Yes.
See, here's the thing. Most people, when they speak of a revolution, their eyes get big. But you ain't never seen one that come from heaven. That can transform your entire being. And then we'll begin to think in the likeness of God on one plane. When we're able to do that, we're able to at that point produce the kingdom of heaven.
Kingdom come.
So not only the Al-Fatiha as the Muslims say, but then we say as a worldwide people, we say, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come,
thy will be
done on earth as it is in heaven.
That's the great
Give us this day our daily prayer.
Pardon about it.
And forgive us of our trespasses as we forgive those who have trespassed against us. This is the only way you're going to get there. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from heaven. All destruction.
Yes, from the evil.
From the evil. In your holy name, we pray these things. See, this ain't got nothing to do with religion. This got something to do with what you talked about in your application, the difference between prayer and meditation.
Yep. Speaking and receiving.
It's right there.
Yeah.
I'm staying on your script. The difference between prayer, the difference between prayer and meditation.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, thank you so very much.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you. No, that's fine. We'll conclude it. Listen, whenever you're ready. Listen, so I just want to speak on that part.
Yeah.
In meditation, somebody's receiving something.
That's the listening. See, the praying is how we speak to the Father, and then
We're asking.
And then the meditation is how we receive.
How we receive.
Yes. And so you have to be, and it says, be still and know that I am God.
That's it.
And so you have to quieten the world out in order to hear the voice of God clearly.
Now watch this, what you're saying that's so magnificent. In that stillness, some work is going on.
Exactly. It's actually breaking away, dismantling the lie.
Say something powerful now.
Yeah.
So we say, peace be still. And the masters have said it. They're not saying, get stuck.
No, not at all.
Work while you're in that space. That stillness of meditation that we're talking about. Knowing that it's meditation, I'm not praying, asking for nothing. It's time for me to actually sit here and get my channels and my chakras in order so that I can receive.
Yes, that's called the inner work with a shadow work.
That's
because
the inner work
you're
with a
going
shadow
into the darkness to clean up the parts of you and dismantle the lies that you believed, and releasing everything that's stopping and blocking you from truly receiving. Thank you. Go ahead.
I should grab something.
Oh, go ahead. Thank you. This is my wonderful producer. This is Bridget, and I thank her for what she's doing.
So nice to meet you.
You two, the
Wonderful.
honor is a pleasure, absolute pleasure, and I thank you for your time and consideration, as well as Mona does too.
Absolutely.
We really do. Okay. So if we would narrow things down and conclude it according to how you want to do. I don't know the time period here.
Oh, this is the thing. I'm not operating from linear or traditional.
Okay, good.
I go with the flow, and then we'll close it out because we got.
So my thing of it is that and thank you.
You're welcome.
That we have a sense of connection.
One with another?
Not only one with another, with the source that has created.
Oh, yes, and that's what connects us all.
Well, you talked about something that was very beautiful. How I get my divine connection is through purity.
Yes, the purification process.
The purification process allows me to get there.
Yeah.
Anything that I begin to consume can stop me from reaching that rise to power. Or that state of sovereignty.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about a state of sovereignty where you have property, where you have this, that, the other. I'm talking about the ultimate state that allows you to govern, and the things that you say come to life anyway. So if the things I say gonna come to life anyway, guess what happens at that point? I already got land, air, and water.
I love separation from them.
That's because it's
Air
innate.
separates fire from earth and water.
Absolutely. So with these terms that we're actually saying is that this is a very wonderful period that we're in. Here's the due season that we see on all of them.
Absolutely.
This is the due season. This is a birth of a nature that's inside of you that says, look, excuse me, get out of my way.
Yes. You say that this is a waxing gibbous?
Yes, no. This
waning.
is a waxing gibbous. Over here, this is a waxing gibbous. That's a waning.
It's the waning. Okay. Yes.
Right? Because somebody got to take you home.
Mm-hmm.
So we can wax, but the female got to help you wane.
Yes.
So you can push 15. You can push 77, 14. You can push 14 days out of the month. But that next 14 days, that feminine nature has a responsibility to step in and take you home.
Now you're going to rest and recharge.
Absolutely.
And get ready for that action again.
Hey, listen, if you follow the course of the universe, you'll be able to produce like it.
You see, I love what you just said, and so this is exactly why, I share the knowledge of astrology as well. I mean, astrology, because the divine forces of the cosmos have a direct effect on our daily lives. Absolutely. And this moon example that you gave is a perfect example of that. Yes. I was born under a waxing gibbous, and so that energy influences my character.
Yes.
And that childlike curiosity that I have, and so
absolutely. So it allows you to, and thank you, because you crowned my situation.
Yes.
It allows you to also understand that under the Gregorian calendar,
Gregorian
calendar,
yes,
we understand the solar calendar.
Yes.
But under the lunar calendar, which we are right now, we're actually in a new year.
Yes, that's what you was explaining to me the other day.
Yes, this is according to the Islamic world, in the world of individuals who understand the lunar.
Yes.
We're now in a new year. So this is not only the 9th month, this is some divine time that's going on here.
Absolutely.
This was created properly.
Executed in divine time.
I mean, a whole new year that just started off
yes,
in the lunar. We're in the 9th month of
the physical year.
Yes. This ties the knot. And this why when you see in the times of the so-called Egyptians, in the hieroglyphics we seen, you had the sheen and the ankh.
Yes.
And you had a knot that tied both of them together.
Yeah. It's so, yes.
So it was about, if I may say, it was about tying the high and the lower self together where it may have a balance to take you to where you got to get to.
Exactly.
So I ain't losing no power.
None at all.
I'm only igniting the power out of it.
It's only bringing the powers together to create more. And so let me expound on that. And so the Ankh is a representation of the masculine and the feminine energy in unison to create to create.
He's correct.
Yes.
He's correct. So when you study from a Kemetic perspective or the Kemetic science, as a part of our science, we understand that you're getting nowhere without her.
Yes. Yes.
But she has got to be her. It could never be a female or a full-blown woman or a queen that opposes you in anything that you're doing as long as you stay in alignment with what God is saying.
Yes. She has to be equally yoked.
She has to be equally yoked. But if you are a master designer or a master builder and you are working with an entity such as that queen,
yes,
then you should have the ability to help still develop that.
Yes.
And if you can't develop that, then you're not really who you say you are. Because true kings, true designers and true gods and true creators, are able to take a soul from nothing to something. Mm-hmm. So why would a person need gold?
Well, now this is another full circle moment that we talked about earlier. Nothing without, everything with. Excellent. You take that goddess, that queen, that divine woman, and you take her through the journey.
You have to.
You introduce her to that essence, and she becomes exactly what the Creator needs for you to be.
That's the rise to power. It's a reality that when I got to create it on a high level, that I understood two things that it was missing. Being connected to a high form of intelligence, where it can help propel it to where it needs to go to, and a mighty queen that can come in and touch it and make it move and vibrate there.
Yes. Let me tie this together.
You have to speak on that.
Let me tie this together one more way, because I'm pretty sure people have heard it this way. One can be easily subdued. Two can defend themselves, but a cord of three strands is not easily broken. That's the masculine, the feminine, and the divine. No thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Absolutely.
Hey, congratulations, guys. And so, I love that.
Yeah.
And so, the divine masculine activating the divine feminine.
Yes.
Keeping the divine creator in the middle of it creates everything.
And see, you, the way you say it is so smooth. It's like Latif. It's smooth.
Well, that is just the journey that I've been on. My own purification process coming out.
I'm saying that you're correct. You're correct. It's that smooth.
Yes, thank you.
Listen, we have the capacity and the ability inside of us to live a smooth life.
Mm-hmm.
I live a smooth life. We live a smooth life. We're not living or doing something that is more greater than we are. We're shaping it. We're making it. We're developing it.
And we're building it.
And we're building it. And the building takes place with people like you.
And yourself, likewise. And now people are witnessing it on more than one level.
Witnessing it all over the world.
Yes.
This is something big that not only is coming, but has come to the world.
Yes.
This is the rise to power in sovereignty in the art of recovery.
And the art of recovery. Well, I want to thank you again for being an amazing guest on my show, our show. This is not a me thing. This is a we thing.
Yes.
And so, thank you again.
Yes.
This is, again, ladies and gentlemen, the Grand Sheik, Messiah, Feazell.
Thank you so very much. I want to say to you as well as to the masses that this was a day coming. We're in due season. Now, I'm not declaring that everybody that we see is in due season, but I do know for a fact that we're in due season.
Yes.
Because we're producing it.
Exactly.
And there are some people that's out there right now that's sitting, that's watching us and saying, come on with it.
Oh, yeah. They've been waiting to see something that is in alignment with that same innate thing within themselves, that this is an example of the people that not only have been through the purification process, but have the divine connection that gives us the boldness to speak upon it.
Look at that. That's powerful. You just said that. And to come out of destruction.
Coming out of destruction.
We're in a period that we're rising and we're coming out. So those of us who are in leadership are going to find themselves in a position where it's your time. So now watch this here. If you not ready, get ready. And if you're ready,
love it.
Stay ready.
And that's where we come. I come from. We got this term that say "stay ready," so you ain't got to get ready.
Stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready.
You've done the work. I've done the work, and this is what happened when God aligns it. Yes. Divine timing.
This is awesome, and I thank you so very much for your time and consideration. And on behalf of the Queen, we say thank you so very much, and we look forward to continuing our journey in life together.
Likewise.
And bringing this whole genre to the face of the world as we have done today. So we thank you so very much. I also want to say on the behalf of all of the ministers, on the behalf of all of the students that has helped propel me to the position of doing what I'm doing right now, I want to say to them, to the world, thank you so very much. To all of our elders inside of the nation that has set and has made sure that we stay straight even through our dark times.
Yes.
And they got on our backs and things of our nature, our mothers. We want to say thank you so very much. We also, in my conclusion, I want to say thank you so very much to the United States of America and its government.
Yeah.
For being able to continue to fight as my father has as a veteran in 1945.
Thank you for the service.
Yes. We thank them so very much for their service, that we're able to speak our ideology in our minds the way we're doing right now without anybody stopping us from doing so. This is a great moment of success we're dealing with.
Absolutely.
Not only our success.
Yes.
This is a success that comes with inside of a constitution.
Yes.
I'm talking to you about a state of sovereignty.
Absolutely.
You follow me? I'm not talking to you from the perspective of a Democrat, a Republican, or independent. I'm talking to you from the state of a sovereign. I've been able to, in this country, come from nothing to something without nobody bothering me to get to this point.
Yeah,
And
okay.
it's something on me to say to me, this is the way you gonna think.
Yes. And so that's also what we call getting it out the mud, which is true alchemy, taking nothing and creating something. That's a true alchemy.
So I, my pleasure of even, in my conclusion, my pleasure of even meeting you was extraordinary. It is extraordinary. You have came right in as a soul brother and really helped propel and put this in place. I have a witness with me today that would tell you, the Queen would tell you, this is an amazing moment. We spoke it, and there you was.
Yes.
So we want to give you that so that you can actually know what position and place that you're in. I appreciate it as a Grand Sheik talking to you today on behalf of an unseen world.
That means a lot.
Yes, that assisting you in any problem that may arise, you will be able to get through it. Believe me.
Yes.
I want to give you that. I want to give you that on national TV. I want to give you that on air.
Thank you.
You have that. This is a real. You're the one.
Thank you.
That Allah in the universe used to help propel our situation.
And I call that a divine appointment.
That's a divine appointment. As well as this place. This is constituted as the number one media in America.
Yes.
According to some sites. So
yes.
I understand where I am.
Yes, USA Today rated us, the Illinois Media School, as the #1 school of media.
Yeah, so we want to give a shout out to the Illinois Media School.
Absolutely.
For allowing us to even sit here and be able to produce.
For the platform.
The director has been so beautiful to me and Mona. That and then the other director and the assistants and yourself. This is a beautiful place. I have not had to come through the doors of like other people. I came in ready.
Yes.
So there's some channels I stepped over some steps.
It was provided. It was provided.
It was provided. That's what I'm saying to you.
Those are the provisions that come with obedience.
Excellent. Wow. Wow. Only thing I need to do is say wow. Because I was talking to her about obedience the other day.
Obedience is also better than sacrifice.
It's better than sacrifice because when you obedient, guess what happens when you obedient? You get to the point, at that point where God in the universe can assist you now. Because you're in alignment.
Yes.
Once you're inside of alignment, you're good to go. Mm-hmm. So I would conclude by saying thank you to everybody for this time and consideration.
Yes.
Right? We look for support and things of that nature once we get other things together.
Absolutely.
Right? And also, I would like to say to you that your paperwork and your assignment that you brought to the table today was just absolutely perfect. I want you to know that. On the holy day of Jummah service, it puts us in alignment with what we're supposed to be doing anyway.
Nice,
so
yes.
now this Jummah, now it's the 9th one. Now it's the first of the year in the Muslim year.
Yes.
Now we're here. Now what more do we want?
Come on.
That's too much alignment that's set up.
What more can I say?
What more can I say? So I do thank you so very much, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a tremendous moment, man. On behalf of Allah and the Muslim nation and everybody else that we have, we say thank you so very much. And we say in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, all praise and honor is due to Allah, the Lord, cherish and sustain of the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful.
The most merciful.
He's the master of this day of judgment. Thee alone do we worship, and thine aid do we seek.
Yes.
Show us the straight way, the way of those on whom thou hast bestowed thy grace, those who have not incurred thy displeasure, and those who go not astray.
Yes.
And we say as people in general, amen.
Amen.
So very much. This has been the conclusion of what we're actually talking about.
Yes.
Thank you so very much.
That is a beautiful wrap up. This is a great, great day, not only for the great Grand Sheik, Messiah Feazell, and his brand Rise to Power, but for everyone.
Thank you.
And you witnessed it here first on Soul Talk.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Join us on our next episode.
Yes. Thank you so very much.
I mean.
I feel like crying. Can I cry?
Yes, you can.
Shed a tear, just one.
Oh, wow. Are you literally talking about the moment that we've been waiting on? Let him get right.